small communities to large cities and the industries and businesses that help them thrive, the Lower Colorado River Authority has been an important part of Central Texas for more than 75 years. The Lower Colorado River is the region's vital but erratic lifeblood. Central Texas is known as Flash Flood Alley, and for good reason. The area is home to frequent, sudden, heavy rains and flooding. And before the Highland Lakes dams, floodwaters devastated the area time and again, costing tens of millions of dollars. LCRA harnessed the river by building 6 dams that created the Highland Lakes. The chain of dams transformed the Texas Hill Country, protecting people and property from overpowering floodwaters and preserving a reliable water supply during severe droughts for generations of Texans. Today, Central Texans depend on the Lower Colorado River to serve a variety of needs. In addition to supplying clean, reliable drinking water for more than 1 million Texans, the Lower Colorado River also supplies water for industry, power production, and irrigation for crops. Matagorda Bay on the Gulf Coast also depends on the river to maintain a healthy habitat for fish and other aquatic life. And the state of Texas relies on LCRA to protect the waters of the Lower Colorado River Basin. Balancing the sometimes competing needs on the region's water supply is a challenging responsibility LCRA takes seriously. It closely follows a water management plan that's been approved by the state to help balance those needs. LCRA operates the Lower Colorado River and the Highland Lakes together as one system to use the region's water supply efficiently. Lakes Buchanan and Travis are vital storage reservoirs. They hold water for cities, industries, farms, and aquatic life from Central Texas all the way to Matagorda Bay on the Texas coast. These lakes are designed to store water in times of plenty and hold it for use during droughts. Together, they can hold about 655 billion gallons of water, which sounds like a lot until you consider that more than 1 million people depend on it for their water supply. The city of Austin, power plants, other large industrial facilities, and farms up and down the river, as well as the growing communities in Williamson and Travis counties, are among LCRA's customers that rely on water from the Lower Colorado River. The Lower Colorado River watershed is about 20,000 square miles, almost the size of West Virginia. When storms drop heavy rain in the upper watershed, the Colorado River and other tributaries swell, sending all that water into the Highland Lakes. Heavy rain that falls anywhere upstream of Buchanan Dam can quickly flow into Lake Buchanan, where LCRA stores it for water supply. LCRA can send floodwaters downstream through the chain of dams. Lake Travis is the flood control reservoir in the Highland Lakes. During flooding rains, Mansfield Dam captures and temporarily stores floodwater in Lake Travis. Controlled releases of floodwater are made through Mansfield Dam to protect life and property downstream. The amount of water released from Lake Travis during floods is determined by how much water is coming into the lake and what the river is like downstream of Austin. LCRA follows guidelines set by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the Federal Emergency Management Agency to manage floodwaters through the Highland Lakes system. Lakes Inks, LBJ, Marble Falls, and Austin are pass-through lakes. There's no room for storage in these lakes, so water that comes in must go out. The level of these lakes can still fluctuate significantly with a flood. LCRA can also use its dams to produce clean, renewable hydroelectricity, but it can only do so when passing water through the dams to meet downstream water needs or during flood operations, unless there is a power generation emergency. As important as the Highland Lakes chain of dams is to helping LCRA manage damaging floodwaters, the system also plays a very important role in drought. The dams help capture and store a reliable water supply for our region during times of prolonged drought. In dry times, the amount of water flowing into the Highland Lakes decreases significantly. This is why the water levels fluctuate on Lakes Buchanan and Travis, going up during floods and down during droughts. The rain captured by these two water supply lakes is carefully managed so communities, power plants, other industrial facilities, and farms have water during prolonged droughts. In the 1930s and 40s, LCRA worked with regional, state, and federal leaders to build dams that have provided a water supply for decades. Just as that generation ensured a reliable water supply for today, LCRA is now taking proactive steps to ensure a dependable water supply for tomorrow. Meeting the lower Colorado River Basin's future water needs is an even bigger challenge, with the area projected to double in population over the next 50 years. LCRA's Board of Directors in 2012 began a historic initiative to find an additional 100,000 acre-feet of water by 2017. As part of this ambitious goal, LCRA is working toward building off-channel reservoirs and adding new groundwater wells. LCRA has also worked closely with its customers and state regulators on emergency drought relief measures that allow LCRA to respond more quickly to changing drought conditions. It also works with municipal and industrial customers on conservation measures to help reduce demand on Lakes Travis and Buchanan. These steps reflect LCRA's commitment to find permanent solutions that will ensure the basin's long-term water needs are met, regardless of rain or drought. Visit LCRA.org to learn more about how LCRA operates the Highland Lakes system to protect people and property from floodwaters and to preserve a reliable water supply for generations of Texans.